first session of statistics. Yes. Now, in the last class, we have discussed some of the basic concepts: population, finite population, another infinite population, and again we have discussed qualitative, and quantitative characteristics and samples we have discussed in the last class. Try to recall. And in this session, I am going to discuss in detail the qualitative, quantitative as well as finite and infinite population. Along with that, variables and attribute. Let us study in today's class. Now, finite population. Population is a totality of all units under consideration is known as a population. Whereas finite, the word finite, what does it mean? It is the population containing finite number or countable number of units, then we call it as a finite population. And same way, here infinite population is containing uncountable number of units, then we call it as an infinite population. In detail, let me consider one exercise so that you will be getting clear idea, that is what is finite population and infinite population. Now, I consider one small exercise, exercise 1. Under that, I am going to list out some of the examples. First one is verify whether the following sentences, which one is finite and infinite population. So that you will be getting clear idea which one is finite collection and which one is an infinite collection. Now, first one, number of benches in a classroom. Take those students and use some space also so that you can write the reason for finite and infinite collection. Now here second one is the number of total number of stars in the sky. And third one is total number of stars in the sky, and third one is the total number of cars in a pack of playing cards. And last one example, fourth one, that is total number of red blood cells in a person's body. So these are the following examples. Now let me consider first example, that is number of benches in a classroom. So what we have to do is we have to identify which one is finite and which one is infinite population. Now here let me check whether this is a population or not. Here the total number of all the benches present in the classroom, and it should be countable. Check whether it is countable or not. So here number of benches can be easily countable. ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ ಬೆಂಚಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So it is population and it is countable. Then it is a example for finite population. Finite population. So reason for this is it is countable. Since it is countable, then it is finite. Finite population. And next one is the total number of stars in the sky. So now first check whether this can be countable or not. So number of stars present in the sky. So it is not at all possible for us to count. So it cannot be countable. So therefore it is infinite population, because we may count 1 or 2, 3 stars, but we can't count all the number of stars present in the sky. So therefore it is impossible. So it belongs to infinite population. So reason is it is uncountable. Uncountable. Therefore it is infinite population. Infinite population. So this is the definition of finite and infinite. Finite is nothing but countable number of units. We can easily count the elements of population, then only we can call it as a finite population. In these two examples, first is belongs to countable numbers, therefore it is finite, and the second one is impossible for us to count the elements of population, therefore it is infinite population. Now move on to the next one, that is total number of cars in a pack of playing cars. You might have known the number of cars present in a pack of playing cars. There are total 52 cars. Under that 4 suits are there. Under 4 suits, heart, club, diamond and spade. Each suits containing 13 cars. Total it is 52 cars. So easily we can count it. So countable number of units. It containing countable, just write down the reason, that is countable number of units, therefore it is finite population. Finite population. You might have got an idea about finite and infinite, and let me consider the last example. Here the total number of red blood cells in a person's body. So it may not be possible for us to count the red blood cells. There are plenty of red blood cells in a person's body. Therefore, it is impossible for us to count the red blood cells. Therefore, it belongs to infinite population. Infinite population. And reason for this is uncountable. Therefore, it is infinite. Infinite collection. Infinite collection. So if you are able to recognize which one is finite and which one is infinite, then you are done with the definition of a finite and infinite population. Okay, now move on to the next one, that is which we have discussed the definition already. Quantitative and qualitative characteristics or qualitative data. Now, I am going to consider one more exercise. It is not for examination purpose. It is only for your understanding purpose. Okay. Now, let me explain the qualitative and quantitative with the exercise, so that you will get a clear idea what is quantitative characteristic and what is qualitative characteristics. Now, this is all about finite and infinite population. Now, under characteristics, there are two types. One is qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative, it is some of the things which cannot be measurable. Such kind of things are known as qualitative data. Characteristics not measurable. So such kind of things are known as qualitative data. Next, quantitative data. Quantitative data can be measurable by numbers or numerically, which can be expressed. Then we call it as a quantitative data. It can be measured numerically, then we call it as a quantitative. There are many characteristics that can be measured, and some of the characteristics cannot be measured by numbers. What are those characteristics? ಯಾವ್ದೆಲ್ಲ characteristics ಇರಬಹುದು? ಈಗ ನಾವು ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರನೋ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹತ್ರನೋ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ what is your height? What is your age? What is your weight? See, if you ask with somebody, then he will say or she will reply in terms of numbers. Alva, my height is 5.2, my weight is 50 kg. Like that, he will say in terms of numbers. Numbers ಅಲ್ಲಿ express ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುವಂತಹ characteristics ಅನ್ನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ? Quantitative characteristics. It may be weight, or it may be height, or length. All these are what coming under quantitative characteristics. So the data which is related to quantitative characteristics are known as quantitative data. And whereas qualitative data, it is not possible us to measure numerically. Numbers indicate but it is only about the information. We can only give the details of something, that is maybe skin color I can give, or hair color, eye color, talents. All these things are coming under which category? Under qualitative characteristics. I can list out the taste, it may be, or hobbies, or it may be color and talent, IQ. All these things are coming under quality. It is her quality or his quality. He may or she likes pink color, or he may like black color. All these are varying from person to person. ಏನಂತ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ? Change ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. We can express only with the information, not with the numbers. So such kind of data are known as qualitative data. Now, I'll consider exercise 2 so that you can understand clearly which one is qualitative and which one is quantitative. Now, exercise 2, here verify the following sentences. The following sentences, qualitative or quantitative. I will list out some of the examples. You have to justify it. Now, here the qualitative or quantitative, it may be included in these examples. You have to verify it. Now, here the first example I can give, that is the total or height of student in a classroom. And second one, taste of ice cream is good. And the third one is length of cloth. Fourth one, she likes pink color. Pink color. Now, here I have listed out 4 sentences, 4 examples. Now, what you have to do is, first, whether you have to check whether this sentences or this information, whether we can express in terms of numbers or not, so that you can categorize which one is quantitative and which one is qualitative. Now, here, height. Height is a which type of data, which type of characteristics? It is coming under quantitative characteristics, or it belongs to quantitative characteristics, or we can express or we can measure in terms of numbers. Or persons or student height may be 150 or 160 centimeters, or in terms of feet you can measure, or the feet heights we can measure it easily. So it is a yes. It is it is a quantitative. Yes, it is a quantitative. Since we can measure height easily. And the next one is taste of ice cream is good. Here, the taste of ice cream. Taste we can't express in terms of numbers. I can give the information, oh this is good or bad. Like that we can give, but we cannot express in terms of numbers. That is why we can list out or we can include this sentence in qualitative data. Qualitative or data regarding this information may be related to qualitative data. Okay. Now, third one, length. Here I have mentioned length of cloth. Length of cloth may be 20 centimeters, 30 centimeters, or in meters you can say. The length of any material or any other thing we can express in terms of numbers. You can particularly say this is the length of cloth. Yes or no? So the same way here also it belongs to quantitative data. Quantitative data. Quantitative. And the last example, she likes pink color. So color, all those things coming under which category? Qualitative data. Therefore, it belongs to qualitative information. So it is a qualitative data. Qualitative data. So I hope you guys have understood what is qualitative and what is quantitative. So all these things you can list out. ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ you can move with the further concept. You can move easily with the further concept. So it is one of the basic concept. Okay. Now after this, which is related to qualitative and quantitative data itself. Now this is maybe particular for one person. ಇದು ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. ಈಗ I wanted to know the several or different persons height, different student height I wanted to select. At that time, what happens? The height of one student vary from another student. ಈಗ ಒಬ್ಬ height 150 centimeter ಇದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ height ಅದೇ ಇರಬೇಕಂತಿಲ್ಲ. May be same or may not be same. It will be varying. I can list out many data set so that you can get different types of numbers. So as the person changes, the characteristics also varying from what person to person. Now the information either it may be qualitative or it may be quantitative characteristic. Height ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, weight ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, length of ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕ್ಲಾತ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಏನು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್‌ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಇಫ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ನೋ ದಿ weight of all the students in a classroom, then I want to collect each and everyone's weight here, so that I am getting different answers or different information I will be getting at that time. So as the person changes, weight will be varying, as height will be varying. So all these things, what are those? The varying what? Quantitative characteristic varies from person to person. That is why we call it as a variable. Okay, now rub this. So depending upon these two terms, let me define variables and attribute. So here what happens, this is in a survey, I don't want only one person's information, I want aggregate values, I want averages. So for that, if I wanted to conduct the survey based on height of a classroom, I wanted to know who is tallest one, who is shortest one, I wanted to check it out. For that, I am going to collect the student's height. What happens? I'll collect only 5 students here. Student A, B, C, D, E. For example, student A's height may be 150 centimeter. In terms of centimeters I have taken. Then it may be 160, 165, 165, 167, maybe 168 as well. Now, as the person say height 150, I'm going to ask with another student that may be 160, like that. I'm going to invest each and everyone's height here. Here I have collected only 5 students' height. Then it will be varying. Vary ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? 150 ಇದೆ, 160 ಇದೆ, 165 ಇದೆ. As the person changes, what type of characteristic it is? Quantitative characteristics. Quantitative characteristics which varies from unit to unit is known as a variable. Variable, one of the important definition, variable is a quantitative characteristic. Quantitative characteristics which varies from varies from unit to unit is called as a variable. It is varying. What type of characteristic it is varying? It is quantitative. It can be expressed in terms of numbers or we can easily measurable terms. So that is called as a variable. So variable is a quantitative characteristic which varies from unit to unit is known as a variable. Same example that you can give here also. Weight is also variable. Weight, height, whatever the thing you can express in terms of numbers or you can easily measure and you have to change the unit to unit. That is called as a variable. Okay. Now, when you come to the qualitative data, what happens? The skin color of a person may be varying. ಏನಂತ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಕಲರ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇದು ಬೇರೆ ವೈಟ್ ಫೇರ್ ಕಲರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಫೇರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಲ್ವಾ the person colors or skin color of a person vary from person to person as well as hair color is also varying. So all these things, hobbies and taste, all these things are ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಫುಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಸೇಮ್ ಅದೇ ಫುಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತಿಲ್ಲ. I may like sweets but he or she may not like the sweets or what spices. ಅವಳು spices like ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Like that it is varying. ಏನಂತ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ vary ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. What kind of characteristic it is varying? It is qualitative characteristics varying from person to person is known as an attribute. You might have hearing the new word here, attribute. So attributes here the qualitative characteristics underline this word qualitative characteristics varying from unit to unit is known as is called as attribute. Only the thing here quality, but here disappointing. Qualitative is nothing but numerically cannot be possible as to numerically can't be expressed. So such kind of characteristics are known as attributes here. So the same examples that you can give here also. Maybe skin color of a person, eye color, skin color, taste, hobbies, IQ ಏನಂತ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಅವ್ನು ಗುಡ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸೇಮ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗುಡ್ ಇರಬಹುದು. He may be good in football. Like that is his talent. As the person changes, his characteristics also varying. So this is called as an attribute. One of the important terms and a basic concept, variable and the attribute. So in this session we have discussed finite and infinite collection, and we have seen exercises based on finite and infinite collection or population, and the next one we have seen your qualitative and quantitative and related exercise. After that we have studied variables and the attribute. So let me conclude this session. In the next session I will be discussing some of the basic concepts itself, discrete, continuous variable and the scales of measurement in the next class.